Welcome to Caribbean Millennials.
Hello, loyal listeners.
You recording?
Anushka, I don't know why you do your face that. I mean, they are our loyal listeners. They listen to us. So, nonetheless, guys, welcome to another episode of the Caribbean Millennials podcast. I hope you guys all had a great weekend. I hope it was productive. I hope you all got mad stuff done. Or maybe you're just rested and did nothing. Because sometimes, that's what you have to do. So yeah, guys, how y'all feel about people who like they do mad shit during the week, and then like you hit them up and like, oh, I doing mad shit on the weekend. It's like, do you not like take a break?
Sometimes
Like, why you always doing mad things?
you can't afford to.
Oh shit, hustler mentality. Then
Yeah, I was about to say, I feel like he's describing a Danny.
Because
hustler mentality.
you work during the week your normal job, and then on the weekend you do all your photography stuff. So it's like,
So okay, so let me ask you all a question. Do you all think, not just in general talking, do you all think that, because this seems to be the norm now, where people work during the week and work on the weekend, and I have a question. You all think it's a matter of people not working smart, like they're working hard but they're not working smart, type thing?
No,
Or you
I
think
don't
it's
think you cannot generalize.
No, I'm not generalizing. No, I'm just no. You not getting. I think you're misunderstand what I'm saying, because I get there are some things you just cannot do in the week. It has to be done on the weekend. Like a Danny say, his photography job, maybe it can only be done on the weekend. Maybe the person wants a photo shoot done, but the person can only meet on a weekend kind of thing.
because they work as well.
Because they work as well. Okay?
Yeah,
not
but
knocking
also
that.
because he works and lighting and whatever.
Yes, but that's why I all of that we are counting into it. But what I'm asking, do you all think out of all those people who hustling hard and working hard, that they have some people who are working harder as opposed to smarter? That's what I'm asking.
Obviously.
Yeah,
Okay.
that'll always be the case.
All right.
And there
Okay.
probably some people working smarter than harder.
Boy, they must have those that are doing that as well.
And they probably have someone that on the bubble. They neither smart nor hard.
Wow.
Or they just not working.
Or they both smart and hard.
Damn. Yeah. So how was the week, guys?
Let me just say my Sunday was awesome. I had ribs. Oh,
Hold on.
Those were your
Wait.
ribs, right? Like
So what happened
you
to
made ribs, no?
what happened to Monday to Saturday?
no.
'Cause
I
you
just
just
started
jumped
with
straight
the
to Sunday.
I started
Wow.
with the whole yesterday because I put
Okay.
some holes in them ribs. I made my
Oh
rib
my
rub,
God.
and then I put the rib rub. I combined
Wait,
it with my.
wait, what?
Hold on.
2021 merch? Danny's rib rub?
Caribbean Millennials rib rub. It has
First of
pineapples
all-
in it.
First of all, you really think a Danny rub can test anything I'm making? We can have a cook off, Miss.
What?
I'm ready to throw down.
A rib rub off? That sounds so wrong, but okay.
I'm
I
ready.
am down. Okay, neutral place. I bring in my grill on.
Let me show you how.
Travel if you're
confident I
grill.
am.
Travel if
Let
you're
me,
grill.
but that's how confident I am. I don't even need to travel if mine. You can bring one for me. I go use what you bring.
Oh, okay.
That's how confident I am.
All right, no problem.
It's not about my tools. It's my skill.
This is a
Okay.
contest on rib quality and then rub quality and then cooking skills. So it's like multifaceted.
Okay. I'm willing to, accept the challenge.
All right.
Based
all right.
on
Whenever you're ready.
Based on Vernon dropping Powell for my murder.
I know.
few
Whoa.
episodes
Okay,
ago.
let's say head up. Today, once and for all, we settling this. I did not drop any Powell for your murder. Okay, I did not say.
It sounded to me like he said he could cook
Yo.
better than her. That's what it sounded
That,
to me like.
Right.
That's literally all I said. I did not say anything about sides, a whole meal. I just said meat.
Anyway, it really sounds like Vernon is trying to live out some chef dreams.
I'm not living out a shit.
Ratatouille over there? What?
Hey, Hey. Hear that? Let me
Own
tell you
his own
something.
5-star restaurant in the next big casino somewhere in Vegas.
Hear that? She doesn't complain when I'm making the steaks and the pork chops and all the
I
things.
need to stop eating so much red meat though.
So yeah. Well, anyway,
You can cook chicken
anyway.
and
So
fish.
Danny, yes. How was your week besides today? I know you threw down in the kitchen and whatnot. How's the online teaching life going?
Oh, it's not terrible, but it's not amazing.
Ah. When the semester ending for y'all?
Supposed to be December, just before December 14th, just before National Day.
Okay. So you get in there, So I suppose it's getting ready for like exams and thing now.
Oh, no exams. It'll probably be like a continuous assessment term this term,
Oh,
yeah, just because
okay.
of how, yeah,
Yeah.
because we went into like closed schools just before midterm.
Yeah.
So a lot of that was people resetting up just to try and get a midterm grade and
Mm,
readjusting to fully online. So really, like, they were like 2 weeks of just like midterm break, and then they came back on. So
crazy.
it's gonna be, yeah, it's gonna be some a lot of continuous assessment up until like probably the second to third week in December.
Okay. Why?
But other than that, the week was great. Got a lot done. A lot of side hustle, a lot of real hustle, a lot of hustle.
Boy, I feel like everybody have to be out in the streets hustling now. Eh?
Yeah, and watching the internet like a hawk for Black Friday deals right now and computer
Oh my
deals.
god.
So
Bro.
it's all
Oh,
fun.
Vernon is out here raising my blood pressure looking for a PS5 for him.
Anyway, let's
Oh,
not. I'm not talking about this. We're moving on. All right, we are moving on. We're not talking about this.
that's how Vernon's week
Um,
was.
So, so here that so you are starting when you starting your Christmas preparations, Danny, because people like Anushka have started theirs
La
already.
la la la
It's like
la
Christmas
la la
threw
la
up over my
la.
house downstairs.
Tis the
you you
season
know
to be
I was caught
joyful.
up back because I was driving home a day this week and I turn a corner in Bexo and just Christmas lights. Boom.
Christmas
Like
lights.
what? Like, and nothing easy, like the entire outside of the house is just icicle lights everywhere. Just green, red.
One day
Them
this will
fellas
be
were
me.
ready. They were
Yeah,
waiting.
You heard Vernon? One day this will be me.
It could have been you.
No.
It could have, but you were like, "Oh no, I don't want those lights.
Not those lights, but I want lights.
I'm not paying those people for lights." Blah 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 blah
Yeah,
blah.
because those lights are basic, and I need a Christmas
I
explosion
I
when I make my
leave
dip.
in the Christmas stuff up to you guys,
Oi,
because it's really not festive down here. I just want to eat good food.
boy.
Eat good
It's the
food.
black cake he wants.
Imagine, I was
Definitely
talking
that.
to my, I was talking to my father on Friday,
Sorry.
and my father was saying, "Boy, he know what St. Lucian's going to do for Christmas with the way the numbers flying up there, because they will want people to not crowd and congregate and that kind of stuff." And I feel like how you can tell St. Lucian's not to meet up and lime and do things like that during
Well, a
Christmas
lot of
time.
Caribbean people have the same, culture and
That's like how you can
Yeah,
tell
practices
house to
anybody in the
house.
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
How you can tell people not to have
Even
like the
things
family
like
lunches.
church and caroling and all of these kinds
Boy,
of
this
things.
it go be a rough Christmas, eh? Huh. Yeah. So
Put Jesus in your Christmas. Put Jesus in your Christmas. Put Jesus in your. No?
all right, Alushka, thanks.
Okay.
Much appreciated.
Just reminding you guys out there.
But who said they forgot?
Well,
Maybe they actually want to forget, even that Christmas going to be so dry for them
no.
this year.
What I'm saying is keep him at the center of your.
Sure. So somebody have Christmas lights up already, Lucia and Danny.
Of
Okay.
course.
Multiple people.
Okay.
Yeah, they're not
Okay.
sleeping.
I agree
And
with them,
and the first thing people go say when they pass is, "Wow, boy, looks like he's your friend." Looks like being the electricity company. But I took a drive this week just to clear my head,
Oh,
and
okay. Mental health.
I I don't see people following the protocols. So I can only imagine for Christmas it's going to be 10 times worse. Because
Yeah.
literally, I passed by the beach and people had their bags with ice, their coolers, their
Turner.
grills, the vehicles parked in a
Beach party.
semicircle to like block them. Like,
Session.
so
I
I can
think
only, I think, I think enforcing on Lucians to not have social activities is like asking beavers not to build dams. Like at a certain point, a beaver gonna build a dam. Like, okay, so the most you
Oh
can
my
do
god.
is kind of enforce the protocols. Wear your mask, sanitize at your
Yeah.
functions. Try and keep 6 feet apart. Like sanitize your food, sanitize your vehicle when you're leaving. Like like meet them halfway. Because if you tell
Yeah.
people stay at your home, don't go out. Like you don't have enough police officers on the planet to keep every Lucian inside. Like you will find a Lucian somewhere.
Somewhere
And
he shouldn't
yeah,
be.
yeah. And then you'll find another one that join him and say, hey guys, are you there? Yeah, man. Let me have a drink. Yeah, you know how it goes. You know how it goes. The
I feel
bar
like you're just
closed.
describing us when we're home. Like,
Yeah, that's how it is. That's how it is. And you cannot, like, COVID or not, you can't take that away. Lucian just, two people die. It's yeah. True. I mean, I go take COVID, but I can't stay home and not drink. Like, come on.
Wait, the
Let's be
funniest
realistic.
thing is my father said he spoke to two fellas by a barber shop, and the fellas tell my father, oh, the people who died did not die of COVID. They died of
yeah, you're seeing
underlying
all kind of people
conditions.
saying these kinds of things. Saying, who say massa proven to blah 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 blah.
Bruh.
And when the corona land on your mask, you're not just breathing it in through the like all of these things online. I'm just like, wow. So when anything of your week?
Nah, my week was a week. Work the usual. We were Friday.
You were
We were
interviewing
interviewing some people because we like I said, our team growing. We're trying to hire more people for us to be able to go 24/7 and whatnot. So we were interviewing some people for analyst positions and whatnot. So I think that's like the biggest thing that happened for me during the week. So otherwise, the week was nice and calm. Just chill, watch some TV. Play some video games. Well, yesterday I played some video games. I don't know. I kind of I kind of just been going down YouTube rabbit holes the past couple of weeks. Not really gaming that much. Like I did play, but not as much as usual. So but all of that going to change. I go kick up my gaming probably next week. So yeah,
Gaming.
yeah.
Woo! Vernon and I are about to embark on our ritual
Yeah. That's
every 2 years
every 2 years, about
every 2
there.
years.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
meet up and we play well into the early morning from whatever time the game launches.
Yeah.
And kicks and good times.
This year gonna be a bit tough, but yeah, I go brave through it because I'm actually on call this week, so I have to monitoring shit while I do. But yeah, I go handle that, man. Small matters.
Real trooper, real trooper.
Anushka, how was your week? Besides you
Christmas
throwing up
tabulous.
Christmas all over my house.
Then it's my house too.
Oi.
Let's just remember this.
Yes, throwing Christmas all over our house.
Thank
I
you.
apologize. Yes. I woke up one day, and there was like mad Christmas stuff.
The Christmas spirit that doing you that.
Has she sent you a picture of the massive Christmas tree yet?
No, she hasn't.
Dog.
I'm waiting for it all to come into place.
Oi.
There's more.
I am
That shit.
excited.
I decorated
How big is it?
9 feet.
Ooh, that's what she said.
Anyway. Adani, what old uncle laugh is that? Are you
Honestly,
like cops in training?
You had to take that shot. Like, if you didn't take that shot, like,
Yeah, I wouldn't be a Danny. I just wouldn't be.
I know. I expected it too, but I just
Are you-
couldn't help
Are you getting any special decorations, or like we go in classic Christmas?
We're going class. So this year is my foundation year for Christmas decor.
The
Okay.
So
fuck?
I'm keeping it very Christmas traditional. And as time goes on, I just, will build upon, this foundation that I'm setting.
That's the spirit. That's the
I'm
spirit.
focusing on the indoor, not so much the outdoor, but I have my little touches here and
I
there.
get like three people trying to send me Christmas lights already, dog. Like, shit's out of
I
hand.
can imagine. Yo, hey, bro. You look like somebody that needs some Christmas lights.
Well, it's a big
So
hustle
the
in the
first thing is,
neighborhood.
I
Like,
asked, like, because I noticed people were getting there, so I asked, and I asked Anushka where, and she said she saw them mentioning this place in the Facebook group. So I messaged the people. I'm like, yo, how much you're charging for Christmas lights, and how much would it be if I use my own lights instead? The first thing they told me was, oh, we don't really put up people's own lights. We like to use ours, claiming, oh, this is industrial lights.
looks basic
I didn't know.
AF.
I didn't know there was such a thing as industrial Christmas lights. Like, it's Christmas.
All that means is they got it in bulk from China.
That's all I
and
handed. And to me, it's Christmas.
Yeah.
Christmas is like one time a year. Why you need industrial Christmas
So
lights?
who has the industrial Christmas lights? The
The people
HOA?
putting up no. So they're in the people paying people to put up their
Yeah.
Christmas lights. So they're companies like the
Oh, okay.
landscaping companies and stuff like that.
So
But
I
them fellas
message.
making bank, but I feel like people are also just
Hear that,
being
dog.
lazy and stupid
Hear that.
right
I
now.
message the people on Facebook. The people tell me, "Oh, we actually in the neighborhood. We can stop by and look at the house and give you a price." I'm
Them
like, "All
fellas
right,
booked and busy.
cool." So they reach there. Is a man and a woman. The woman speaking English. She running the page. The man is Mexican. He doesn't really speak English that well. So she tell me, "Oh, where you want it?" I say, "I would probably, thinking just the front of the house and whatnot." The woman look at me and tell me, "Well, we can outline the top of the house and maybe a little down the side, and I'll cost you 250." I tell her, "Ari, cool, I'll hit you all up." In my mind, I'm like, "Fuck no, I don't know to pay out 250 for that."
250 is my Christmas dinner and the
Dog,
present.
let
for
me show you
somebody.
something. Let me show you something. I have a coworker. Daman is like Mr. Handyman. Daman don't want people to do anything. He doing it himself and whatnot. So I hit the man up. I tell him, yo, you just put your own Christmas lights. Tell me, yeah. He says simple. I just go Lowe's, Home Depot, wherever, rent a van from them. He said the only reason I have to rent a van because I don't really have a van and I need somewhere to be able to carry the long ladder I renting from them. He say rent a van from them for like $40, rent the ladder for like $10, and buy like $100 worth of Christmas lights from them and put my lights up myself. I'm like, oh, all right, cool. So I then do the math there already. Like I say, boy, I'm saying for less than 150, you can put up Christmas lights. And that woman come and tell me,
And the
250?
250 is just for
Well-
rental.
and
Well,
there's a
the
rental, and you
light-
don't own the lights, eh?
Well, I guess they pay in the 150, so they have to make some money on this.
Okay. So then hear that. I cool out there. What it was? Friday? Yeah, Friday. I cool out there. I hear a knock at my door. I go downstairs. A fella, like, oh hi, yeah, we put up lights in the neighborhood. I was wondering if you're interested in Christmas lights, and I can take a picture and give you a little mock-up of what the lights will look like on your house. And here's my number, and we charging like $3 a foot or something like that. I'm like, all right, cool. Give me your flyer. I'll talk to my wife about it. But in my mind, I'm like, yeah, nah, dog. I'm never putting up no Christmas lights. And he's like, oh, can I take a picture? So when you text me, I'm like, no pictures, please. Thank you. All right, cool. Bye. It wasn't even like 10 minutes. Somebody came back again. Another person.
Yeah, they were hustling hard early November, late
Dog.
October, early November to get it in. But now
Yeah.
their work paid off because they booked and busy. These companies, you
Yeah.
cannot get a thing.
I imagine for a lot of families, that's just the easier way around it because they're
Yeah.
not going to use Christmas lights for the rest of the year.
Well,
They're
and
gonna
what
have
they
it up
do
for like
is they
couple
put
weeks.
them up and they come back and they take them
Yeah, they
down.
take it
and-
down.
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. So that's less stress
Yo,
for you. But
If the lady had told me like
if you can do it yourself, why not?
175, but if the lady had told me like 175,
But there should be a middle
I would
ground,
have been
right?
inclined.
Because there should be a plan where you buy your own lights.
exactly,
and they
which is why I
just-
asked her that originally.
Yeah,
She's like,
150 or
Right?
125 to put up your lights for you.
There are more companies that do that, but
Yeah.
anyway, we
Oh, well.
digressed.
Christmas
everybody
lights competition.
hustle. Yeah,
You
everybody have the
hustle.
hustle and thing. I knocking it. So
When you come back the next week, hear that, I can give you a deal on a reindeer on the roof. How you feel about that? How you feel about that?
Hey,
You might catch me in the stores after Christmas going and pick up my decor for next year.
Hey.
All right. So guys, we're what? We are nearing the
wow.
end of the year.
Yeah,
Can you tell I need
and
my
yeah.
vacation? Um how has this year of the podcast been? How has this year been
I feel like it's been a
as a
year of
whole?
guests on the podcast.
Fun fact, yes, we have had the most guests that we've had in a season or lifetime, but it's only been a third of our episodes for this
No,
like
no, and
year.
I'm not knocking it. I'm actually what I'm saying is I feel like when we did have guests, it has been some really good conversations
Yes,
on some
definitely.
really good topics, in my opinion.
And that's what we'll continue trying to bring to you guys.
Yeah, I feel like we spoke about some really interesting stuff, especially that last one with our French listener. Why can I not remember?
Maela,
Yeah, yes, that was a really good conversation. In my
Caramo
yeah, that was a
podcast.
good
I just like
conversation.
saying it. I
Yeah,
just
so
really like saying it.
but yeah, it's been a good year. I always enjoy chatting with y'all,
Yeah, so I
my
mean,
Always.
peoples.
we did cover a lot of topics, and shout out to all of the guests that joined us this year. We really appreciate you guys, and I guess let's walk down memory lane, right? Like we had early on in COVID, we had Dr. Jeshri Allen
We had a
join
doctor
us.
in Missy. Come to y'all.
Y'all remember that? Like it was kind of early on in the
We had a
COVID
doctor on the
Mm-hmm.
podcast.
days. You know?
Yeah, we had a doctor on the podcast.
um
We're not
Early days
easy.
talking about COVID, right? And like even just trying to
We were ahead of
understand
the game.
what they were going through, but you could imagine how much that has even
If they had
changed.
listened to us, they probably could have stopped this whole pandemic. We were ahead of the game.
Yeah, but it was also around like total health as well, right? Which I think is even more important, has gotten more important as time has gone
Yeah,
on
yeah.
as well, right? Because with this whole COVID thing and the numbers right now are crazy. But I mean, we've seen this year how disproportionately like black people have and Hispanic people, people of color have been really feeling the virus.
Yeah.
Um yeah, we had Melinda Bell, right, on money matters and finances. That
You know?
feels like so long ago, but she had some really great input.
Shall I give you some tips?
We had Jamila Bannister from Melinda was from Barbados. Jamila is from Trinidad. We had her come and break down the personal branding for us and call us out on
We were
what
just
we
here trying to help
what we
everybody,
could
better
improve.
themselves
Yeah.
with advice on how to secure the bag and be healthy, and brand their business.
Yeah, we had Christy Morris from the Bahamas come talk about tourism in this
Yeah.
COVID environment. And again, that's something that, you know, we could probably look at again, even, how has that changed
I feel
from
like that'll be
then
an
to
ongoing
now?
conversation.
Yeah. And then we had Sharifa Khan from Brookout talking about culture and Indo Caribbean culture and Caribbean representation.
Yes. I'm sorry. I kind of
and
looked out the window and zoned out for a bit. I'm sorry.
then Danny's just like not saying anything. Someone
No,
anyway.
I'm listening. I'm
Continue.
listening. No, I'm listening.
And then we had Keithlin Carew, our
That's one
Yeah.
of my
friend
favorites.
Yeah,
from
I think that was probably my favorite episode for sure when
really
I think
shout out
about it.
Keithlin.
Yeah,
Yeah,
my
because I think she gave out really good information with regards to women in agriculture.
Mhm.
And I feel like that's one of the places where you don't see much women, or like for some
You
reason like
don't
the women
hear
are,
about it.
exactly they
They
overlooked.
there, yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
and she had all these really good ideas talking about all these initiatives and whatnot, so I think that was a very good episode.
Yeah, so Keithlyn from St. Lucia, Helen's daughters. We had Bernice Springer, um, St. Lucia and living in
Oh, another good
Taiwan,
episode.
Yep.
speaking
Yep.
about her experience living in Taiwan. We had Carrie Ann Reed Brown, speaking about lives in the U.S. but family originally from Jamaica, talking about Caribbean podcasting.
Yeah, that one was
Oh,
really good.
and
That would be
that
my
was
second
another.
favorite.
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah, I think so.
and then was it last week or week before? We had Mayla come on to speak about that French Caribbean connection and
Awesome
tourism.
guess.
Awesome.
So
Yes.
shout out to all of the guests that we had come on. We had a great experience just exchanging with you. But here's what I want to see more of in 2021, right?
Okay. Okay. Tell me.
Where are the fellas? Like it's so easy to find
Female
female
guest.
Caribbean millennial guests doing
Okay.
the damn thing. But I'm struggling on the guys.
I think for guys, you would more find them in like we'll have to find guys that into like business
It
stuff. I
doesn't
want to
have to
pro-
be business. I
no, no,
guess
but I
like
say would be more likely to find guys into that. Like you're less likely to find a guy into a podcast. That's just my thoughts on it. But you'd find a guy that has his own website building company or his own this or his own that or his own like that's how we get more guys on. But the girls are more
mhm,
creative, so they'll have their
mhm.
podcasts, they'll have their videos, they'll have their YouTube channel. You
Yeah, I
know,
find, I mean, all of the girls that women, sorry, that
Oh
we,
yes.
all of the women we brought on, their brands and their packages, everything very well put together, and you could easily identify and be like, boom, yes. But I think I have some ideas on,
We can interview a DJ,
that's what I was saying, within music,
a
DJs.
GJ. I had
um,
to. I'm sorry.
if you guys listen to us, I wouldn't mind getting the guys from Soca Analyst podcast coming on, but
okay. Yeah,
um
we're gonna get some more guests. We're gonna get some guys. We're gonna go do it. We're gonna do the thing. Okay, we're gonna do the
and
thing.
I think we did
Okay.
a lot better with representation, right? So we had Barbados, Jamaica,
Oh yeah, the entire
Trinidad,
Caribbean.
Bahamas,
We're
Guyana.
all over, you know.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
Stamp my
Guadeloupe.
passport. Eh?
Yeah, so we had a lot
Re-
more representation, and hopefully we can just continue to provide more and help tell more stories and provide more perspectives. But but listeners, let us know what you want to hear from us.
Give us that feedback. Interact with us.
And I will be
I want to
working.
start shouting out people. You
Yeah.
know, when somebody leave a comment, shout out to whoever.
Well, we started doing that a little bit.
yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Oh wow.
I want to
Okay.
shout out more people.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Then on says shout out section.
I like
for
I
a
no.
shout
Well,
out
it's not that
segment.
I feel like okay. Don't get me wrong. I enjoy doing the podcast and talking about all these interesting topics, but I want to be able to interact with our listeners.
Yeah, I think for 2021, I want us to be able to build more of a community.
Yeah.
I don't want us to just be talking at you guys. Like, I want us to have more dialogue, I guess, with us as well as other people
Maybe
who
even
also
talk about things
listen.
y'all talk about with us.
Yeah,
When you're
exactly.
yeah, it's like a listener said this and this happened to them. What y'all think of that kind of thing.
Yeah. Um, and we can keep the anonymous on there if you
Oh
want.
yeah, if you want to put your name out there, I will gladly, keep you anonymous.
Yeah. But this year was a wild ride. I mean, I
Hey,
think we definitely learned a lot, had a lot more guests, even for ourselves, falling into our like recording vibe. But I think just also for ourselves, right? Like personally, like adjusting to COVID and like working from home, like that has been a highlight. But even with us like moving into our like home,
I've been living my best life.
Adani like adjusting careers.
yep.
Adani, when did you? It was end of last year. You moved back to St. Lucia, right?
Yeah, I moved back October. September.
Right. So
Yeah.
then even like this year was like your full, first full
Yeah, this
year back
September was
home
yeah. And
in
9
that.
months of it was COVID.
Yeah.
What a
But I mean,
life.
Woo!
even to think of like episodes we had before that of we had that episode that people reference, should I stay or should I go? And
You
that
one of those
was
who chose to go.
we were talking about it and weighing the pros and cons, and then you're there now, right? So
Yeah.
I think it's
Yep,
kind of
I'm doing the
interesting.
going.
You've gone.
Yeah. So far so good. It's not bad. It's been a year, but like, like it feels like COVID took away some opportunities, but it also gave some. So
Hmm.
catch 22. Like
Yeah.
it's not terrible, but it's probably not as amazing as it would be because
Hmm.
I 2020 had a lot of plans, buy land and do all kind of thing, and then like COVID was just like slow your roll there, buddy, slow your roll. Why you in a rush? Why you in a rush? Don't worry about this thing. Just slow down, slow down.
Don't worry, Jah will provide. It's
Yeah,
okay.
exactly. Slow down, slow down. So some plans I had, I've like tentatively moved them back to 2022 because I'm seeing like by the time, even though vaccines work and they go out and everybody doesn't become a zombie, we're still looking at like maybe another year before like majority of the world is like like
Yeah.
properly safe from this again. I
Yeah.
Yeah.
estimate.
And I think you bring up a good point there because I feel like where we are now, because when this started, we were just looking at, okay, getting through this year, of
Hmm.
this or this year into early 2021. And now it's
Yep.
like
People
looking
were
a few years down the road
Yeah, people
for
were making
certain
plans
things.
for Christmas and
Mm-hmm.
Thanksgiving and Carnival, and
Yeah.
Finnies were like, yeah, well, we're going to have a carnival in 2020, and nobody else going to have a carnival until we have a carnival in 2021, and that was not the case,
Didn't work out
unfortunately.
that
Yeah.
way.
Yeah, like COVID just laughed at everybody plans. Everybody was like, by August we will have that under control. Yeah, right.
Yeah, but I mean, even that whole thing on
And I see,
Carnival,
yeah,
right?
right.
Like that has hurt so many people,
Yeah.
this year, and it's
Woo.
wondering when they can make their
And all the bands that were just trying to defer people and not give them money back to
mhm.
like defer them to 21 like
Or parties as
yeah,
well.
all the parties, yeah, all the people.
Yeah.
Like woo,
Boy.
tough.
Mm, yeah. I think it's definitely going to be interesting how that comes back. But I think what we've seen out of it, on the positive side, is there's been a lot more Caribbean content creation
Yes, they
come out
have
of it, right? So there are a lot more people with shows or YouTube channels or
blogs,
podcasts,
podcasts.
blogs, that
Yeah.
kind of thing. And we were echoing, before all of this, that we need more Caribbean content. So this has kind of been an opportunity for those creatives to now put that content digital, and then us, be able to take over a wider mass, right?
Um, I believe COVID,
Mm.
for all the bad it's done, it has done some good in that I think it has forced a lot of people to take stock and maybe even force them to have that work life balance.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And reflect on what is truly important
Importance,
to you,
yes,
right?
and maybe force them to start those projects, maybe those hobbies, those things that they kept putting off. Just force them. I have the time. Let me start it now. So for all the bad it's done, I feel like it has done some good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I just hope that when it dies down, people don't give up on those hobbies or those things that they started, those passion projects and
Yeah,
whatnot.
well, I think what's happening is we're going through a collective transformation right now, right? And if you put in the time and do the work, when the person you come out after it, right, or once you're through it, right, is different from who you were before. So I doubt if you really did the work, you'd be changed. You wouldn't just revert back, right?
Uh
I think there are gonna be external factors that may force you, or
but that's
try
why
and push you to revert
exactly,
back.
because I don't want to disagree with you, but I can see people when this thing dies down running back into the rat race.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've been putting a lot of thought into it for myself, because hopefully, maybe, right? Oh yeah, definitely. Hopefully, it needs to happen. That I'm manifesting this. That I'll probably get back to working full time next year, right? At what point next year? I'm not sure, but like the things that I've picked up, I need to find a way to keep, and the piece that I found, I need to find a way to maintain, right?
Yeah, yeah.
If it's so, and it is, very important to me. So, I mean, if anything, I know people were very frustrated at the use of this word, but we had to pivot, and I think the next changes is just another kind of
People
pivot
hate the word
of
pivot.
yeah, people were very annoyed because
Well,
it was
damn.
a overuse, like everything was saying pivot, pivot, adapt, pivot, change,
Yeah,
that
yeah, it
kind of
was
thing.
very, very
I didn't know the
overused.
word pivot was out
Yeah,
here
it was
pissing
it
people
was
off. Huh?
aggressive, yeah.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
overused because especially if the new, well, everybody trying to be more digital, we got to pivot to a more digital
Well, and
economy and a more
everybody in
digital, yeah.
every industry, everyone in every industry was saying pivot,
You're
right?
really letting words get to you, all, eh, boy? What?
Oh no, not me,
Mm.
but I could see people were upset by
Yeah, they
things
will
like pivot
definitely.
and change
So,
and adapt. Adapt was
uh-huh.
another one.
Yeah.
Sticks and stones. Whoa. How about words?
And oh, my brother's keeper, who just inside Nusha for the last 2 weeks. I tired of that phrase.
Oh my
As
god.
you say that, so I saw this thing on Twitter and it made me laugh. Somebody asked a question like, if you had Twitter back in like the Bible days, like what would you tweet?
What?
And I tweeted something. I quoted it, I tweeted something, which I can find it because I thought about it and it was based off a joke Adani had made. Let me see if I find
Danny,
it.
look at how influential you are, man.
So
Sometimes.
yeah, so the exact quote was the tweet was, if you had a Twitter account during the Bible times, what's something you know would have been tweeted? And I quoted and I said, gotta help my dog Jonah move today. His girl kicked him out. She said he lied to her about where he was. Gave some excuse about being stuck in a whale.
Wow. Wow.
Oh shit. I could see a woman here stuck in a wheel.
You really put some thought into
Right,
that, huh?
right. Stuck in a wheel. Right. Next, you're gonna say you almost became salt in a city somewhere. Right, right. Come on.
But like so many of
Could
the
you imagine that, like, in whatever language or dialect or whatever it is at the time? Could you imagine this? Bleep. Jonah told me he was in the belly of a whale. Like, really?
but like a lot of like the things people would tweet it was just like hilarious. Someone was like, so Mary's pregnant and she's a virgin, and they have this picture.
Mm-hmm.
It, we are too like
But I think we're
we just so
creative, and
creative.
yeah. Um, we didn't really do a news section. I know this episode is very different from what you guys are used to, but what do y'all think of the whole Twitter fleets thing?
I like it.
Really? But
Yeah.
you don't really like Instagram stories, or
So here's my thing with Instagram, and there's always been my issue with Instagram. Like,
you don't like people faces?
no, whatever. But as of late, well, I wouldn't say as of late. I noticed with Instagram, it just became people trying to. I just felt like everybody on there was lying about their life. Everything on Instagram was for show and nothing was real. Now, don't get me wrong, Twitter have its fake people too, but they have a lot of very real people on Twitter. When you look at how uncensored Twitter is and the way people talk, people just speak their mind, it's way different from Instagram. Instagram, everybody posting to fit a certain image. It's all the same posts. Everybody is the same. Oh, I'm off to Bali post, or the, oh, I'm in the club popping bottles post, or the, oh, I'm getting money. It's the same thing. But you go on Twitter and it's just all everything they think just out there. So I like it. Plus, Twitter is mad uncensored, so at any point you can see any random bullshit on there. How do you feel about fleets, Adani?
I am neutral. I don't dislike it, but I don't like, like I don't use these things enough for me to like, like it. Like even Instagram stories, I'll post once in a while for like promotional stuff. Snapchat, I barely use, if at all. WhatsApp stories and Facebook stories is just for promotional stuff. So this would be the same for me, just promotional stuff for fleets. But it was just funny to see everybody like the first week, like last week, everybody was like, "Fleets, why you could name it something else? Blah, 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 blah. I'm not going to use this. Fleets is so dumb." Blah blah blah.
It's
And
the
Every
then just
same
like
the
just
cycle
like
same
IG
shit,
over.
stories, just
right?
like IG stories, just like WhatsApp stories, just like Facebook stories. Everybody's just stopped complaining and started using it, and now they love it. Now they're
Yeah.
using it, and they're not saying that they hate it. So
Yeah,
just funny to see that pivot.
from me from me from a
Adapt.
digital marketing perspective, it's interesting as like a user acquisition or user like not acquisition but like share of user um tactic because when Instagram stories added when Instagram added stories, people stopped spending as much time on Snapchat and eventually phased out of Snapchat, right?
Mhm.
Well, here's
So
not to cut you off. Yes, that was a part of it, but I think the nail in the coffin that killed Snapchat was when they did that update and changed their UI. They changed their user interface. They did that, and it was like you had to do all kind of like Jimmy flicks to see
yeah,
someone's
sure,
story
sure,
and whatnot.
sure. But what I'm saying is that one feature that was a differentiating factor for that
That's the
platform,
only thing Snapchat
once
had.
it became
Yeah.
a feature across multiple platforms, then people started hopping to what was their preference, right? So let's say if Instagram stole it from Snapchat and now Twitter is doing it, will people who were going to Instagram for the
No.
stories move over? There's going to be a segment of
Mm-mm.
people that will, Vernon, but it all depends on what your audience is on Twitter versus
So
your audience on Instagram.
I'm going to disagree with you, eh? And here's
That's
why.
fine.
And here's why I disagree with you. The people who use Twitter are completely different from the people who use Instagram.
That's not true.
Okay.
I'm
Let's we will discuss this off air.
No, no. Well, that broad of a statement is untrue because it's a Venn diagram, right? Like there is the overlap, there is the middle.
Okay, we'll discuss this off air.
I get what you're saying, right? Like in terms of overall, right?
Okay.
Okay, you don't want to hear me.
I don't hear you. I hear you, but I tell you we'll discuss
But
this
what I'm
off air.
saying is the overlap, right? The people who are in the middle or are using one thing for a particular reason can spend more time on the other depending on their
Okay.
audience composition. What else you guys want to talk about?
I would say that my one of my favorite episodes, without guess, was the body positivity one.
Mm.
Just
Oh
because,
Yeah,
yeah.
that
yeah,
was one of my favorite ones.
yeah, especially the way we like put in the guy side of things, because usually you hear that a lot for women being objectified and whatnot, but you don't
I was
usually
kind of
hear that
nervous.
side of thing for guys having body positivity issues.
Maybe I want to be
I was kind
objectified.
of nervous or not nervous. Well, I was kind of nervous, so like a little wary about bringing it up because I didn't know how y'all would respond, but y'all did pretty well.
What do you think? We sophisticated,
Well, I
mature
feel like I had
adults.
to
60.
ambush y'all. I feel like I had to ambush y'all about it because I
How you
feel like
mean
if I gave
ambushes? We
y'all
would have talked
any,
about that. I don't think you have to ambush us.
I don't know.
We are progressive guys, okay? Come
Yeah,
on.
we're very progressive.
Okay, I'll get y'all feminist shirts.
We get us nah, calm down there. Cool out. No, that I'm
Just
not one.
just make
I,
sure mine is in purple or blue. Thank you very
well,
much.
Hey,
here's
I
the
thought you were
thing.
going to say like extra tights or
Well, the
something.
reason why I tell like calm down and cool out, I feel like I needed to have like a really cool design on it. Like it can't just say feminist, like they can have like a dragon or like a woman holding guns and shooting at people. Like I feel that's rather feminist right there. It's like women
Yep.
empowerment.
Yep.
You know.
Speaking of which, in 2021 we have to get back on our shit game. We have to get back on our game. Yeah, we have to
Wait, our listeners, this
make
is
it
my
happen.
one. I have an issue with y'all. I will fight y'all on this, honestly.
Maybe I'll just make pajamas because it's all like loungewear.
What?
Snuggle buddy.
You're not leaving home?
Okay. I don't
I'm
even
just
know
gonna
to
start.
this.
So here's what we'll do. I think in 2021, and this was a little bit of advice that Jamila gave us, and Carrie Ann, that we need to sit into our personalities and like our own like selves with the podcast a little bit more. So I think we need to have Anushka, Adani, and Vernon lines of whatever we do. You should see Vernon's face right now.
I
He's
try to
not
figure out like
about
what
it.
a line of something relating to me would like entail, because
Well, you'll figure it out. You're an individual.
that line will never come out.
Just like a black shirt with a period on it. Like a
I like
full
that
stop.
idea. Minimalist.
I know you would. Yeah, so yours would be minimalist.
Minimalist.
Mine would probably be extra and colorful, and Adani would probably be something in between.
Yeah.
Or out of the box.
Just completely left field.
Yeah, completely out of the box. Not even
Or
a
the
shit.
shipper box. The
Yeah.
shipper box.
Like a towel.
Ooh.
That would be very on brand for you because you always have a towel and always need to wipe your foot.
Yep, and always on the beach. Boom! Hey, beach towel, wipe your bum bum with me.
So Missy, so I have a question. Y'all notice Donald Trump asked for another recount in Georgia?
It's not going to change the price of coffee, my guy. Relax. Just go about your business. One work on your court cases and paying the IRS. You have bigger fish to fry. Don't worry about Georgia.
I think that
They recount one official recount. First time you lose. You ask for another one?
Just so you want to lose multiple times? Like, it's not going to change. Like, or unless he knows something we don't.
This is the first time I've seen somebody lose the same race over and over.
we just need to wait patiently for December 14th, I believe, and January 21st.
That's wild.
I think December 14th is when the electoral college actually like puts in the like official like thing, and then yeah, the January one is the inauguration.
So what you're looking forward to at Christmas time? I feel like I asked you that already. I just want to confirm.
The cake. Okay, if I do not have rum
all
cake
about the
and
cake.
fruit cake in my Christmas and peanut punch, somebody going to have a problem on their hands. Okay, this is what makes Christmas for me. Okay,
I
All
feel
the-
like I
Stop
feel
all, stop all.
all the family friend stuff, that's BS. Okay, that's just the toppings. I need the cake and I need the punch. Okay, give me what I need.
I feel like you're a
First of
hostage
all,
taker sending the demands to the FBI.
Adani, don't you make the peanut punch? So aren't you guaranteed to have peanut punch?
Exactly. So that's one piece of the puzzle. Now where's the other piece?
Yeah, he like a hostage taker sending his demands to the FBI. If you don't send in the fruitcake, I will kill the hostages. Like,
Don't play with me, okay? Do not play with my taste buds, okay? I will send you a finger every hour on the hour till I have my cake.
well, damn.
Okay, so
I forget what movie that was from.
fruit's not soaking in your house or something like.
I just like certain people just make it like, you know, one of those things like you just don't want to touch
I know what
it
you're
because
talking
you're
about.
afraid, like, you know.
Yeah.
So you let other people make it because they do it well, and then you
Yeah.
do what you do well. So oftentimes I'll give people something I make in exchange for cake, like, you know, like.
So you just a fruitcake connoisseur. So you just
Oh, yeah,
want
yeah,
it
yeah.
from everybody.
Oh yeah. I put the fruitcake in the plate. Like I laid down. Okay, I don't make it stand up. I laid down. Okay, you have to relax, fruitcake. I don't want you stressed. Sit down, relax. Okay, then I put it in the microwave. Okay,
Don't stress the flavor out of you.
15.5 seconds exactly. Okay, covered. Right when I take it out, is just the right temperature, like a moist. Like just the right temperature. Don't worry about it. Just the right temperature, right? And then when you put the vanilla on it at the top, it have to slide down the gentle slope. 25 degrees exact. And then who just sit back and just
I feel like that was like erotica.
So we're totally cutting that into a short video or whatever to share on social media.
I feel like you need to write food erotica at this point.
Right? Like,
What?
bro, like how do you this episode started off with him talking about the biting holes into the ribs. And
You notice how he was describing it like a moist, and then he stopped.
did you hear the sounds? Like I can't even reproduce that sound at the end. Can you do it
Oh my
again?
god!
when you go chew back on some fruitcake. Oh. But yeah, I love my fruitcake. That's one thing. I only, and the thing is, like, I only have fruitcake in December. Like, ask anybody. I only eat fruitcake for like the Christmas time. The rest of the year, I do not even entertain getting fruitcake. But Christmas, like December to like mid-January, oh, love me some fruitcake. There was a time I installed somebody's router and thing for them, and they were going to pay me, but they had fruitcake on the table, and they're like, I like, just hold your money, man. Just hold your money. Just give me the fruitcake. Just slide the fruitcake over here. Just slide the cake over here.
So you ever get a fruitcake that just wasn't good?
Yes.
And how did you feel? What was your response? Did you tell the person anything?
Well, the fruitcakes I've got that weren't good, I never paid for them, so it was just like you can't really like destroy a person for giving you a fruitcake like out of the goodness of their heart, but you definitely don't ask them for more. It's like yeah, thanks, I enjoyed it, yeah, it was okay,
it was all right,
yeah, thanks. I really appreciate the effort. Now when somebody really hit the spot, you're like, what do I have to do to make you make fruitcake for me for the rest of my life?
On the regular.
Every Christmas, but like the thing is, like, there are different types of disappointments, because there's sometimes the fruitcake is just bad, but the consistency is so good. And then there's sometimes the fruitcake is amazing, mouth-watering, but it crumbles like you feeding birds in a park.
Yes.
Like it just doesn't hold the shape. Yeah. So
that's
like,
how I feel about cheesecake. I feel that way about cheesecake.
But you have to have that like little jiggle, like, when you tap it, it just woo, like
And food erotica.
Danny, you know the funny thing is, what he's saying, I have seen food critics describe food the exact same way. Remember that barbecue show? The fella said he has to be able to hit the ribs and it's supposed to jiggle a certain way. Like,
yes, exactly. You have to, hey.
It has to have that bounce back, that snap back. Like, okay, all right, okay. So you'll know what Danny looking forward to,
Sorry for taking too much time.
Senusha, if you're listening, you better provide that kick, or you might have some mass like hostage events going on.
By the sounds of it, Danny will also take international shipping of fruitcake.
Yeah.
If anyone wants to.
I just hope when you're sending
FedEx or DHL, no UPS.
No UPS, yeah. You have to be quick. Get there in a hurry.
Yeah, next day.
Yeah, so guys, this is our last episode for the year. Anything else you want to leave?
What are you looking forward to?
All I'm looking forward to is ham.
Hey, all right.
Every year, if you ask Anusha, that's all I care about. The ham. The ham
is
me
important.
Cooking the ham.
The ham is very important. And this will be your first year cooking the ham in your place, so
in my house.
That's like a momentous occasion ham. Like ham one. The first ham.
That means he has to get a bigger ham so the smell can fill up more space.
First of all, right? I had already planned to get a bigger ham because I have a bigger fridge.
You have to get a ham from like a brontosaurus or something, like some real.
I had my plans already. Whole week I'm maxing people. I see Target send me an ad today selling hams, 99 cents a pound. I'm like, all right, noted. I go roll Target, see what you're offering. I have to check everybody out. Costco, I on my way. Don't worry. Need to line up the contenders. I need to get the just the right size.
In your years of being a ham connoisseur, where have you gotten the best ham? Oh, put you on the
Kroger.
spot there. Put you on the spot.
No, Kroger.
All right, all
So
right.
so the reason why I say Kroger is the one we got from there. It had like it came with come with the little pack with the glaze and whatnot. But that glaze was like the best glaze in my opinion because we've had others and the glaze it was just bleh, just okay, you know, because you don't want your glaze too sweet, right? But you don't want your glaze not sweet enough where it just have your ham sticky and you're tasting nothing. Check what I'm saying? Glaze have to be like just
Just
the
right.
right, just right,
I,
you
I
know?
know what you're saying, my bro. I
So,
know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. I feel
yeah.
the same way. I feel the same way. Okay, so I have kick and punch. You have ham, Anushka.
I just like the season. Like
Cop
it's the
out.
most wonderful time of the year.
Barf.
Jeez.
Okay, fine. I'll give you all food. Um, Eggnog and chairman spice.
All right, there we go. Do you have Chairman
I,
Spice?
yes, I
All right.
I emptied the last of an old bottle last night just for good measure, so we can start the season on a fresh bottle.
Hey, I like your thinking, my girl.
I have no comments. I'm not getting involved in this.
Yeah.
I know why I'm not getting involved in this, and she know why I'm not getting involved in it.
Oh boy.
So yeah.
Anyway, no,
All
but
I'm going to
generally,
ask is, should you really be drinking eggnog?
yes.
Okay, cool.
I also got another kind just in case. And I'm also going to be looking for. There's like supposed to be like a almond milk eggnog as well. So
Ooh, that sounds fancy. Like pinky out.
hello. Yeah. So I mean, I don't know. But as I was saying, I just like the whole season. I
Fair
like that
enough.
we're going to be off. I like my Christmas tree
You,
on.
you have your
Will
Christmas
it?
playlist?
Oh, hello. Yes.
Oh, then people
All
start playing
right.
Christmas music in my house already.
Oh
I
My
bought.
boy.
sister's been watching Christmas movies for the
Yeah, we
past week
started
or
watching
so.
Christmas movies already. We have our we bought our Christmas puzzle the other day,
Hey,
so we can
nice.
start the puzzle game.
That's good. That's good. Yeah.
So
I feel like after the 13th is when Christmas starts for me, just because of school all these years. And
Yeah.
then
yeah,
it ends like January like 6.
yeah. And Vernon and I are both going to be off for a longer period of time, and we would be traveling.
Hey,
But
So
me say,
nice.
let me ask you something. And I was having that conversation with some people last night in Discord, and I realized my mother used to say it, and I was like, what are lady talking about? But I realized saying like Christmas really is like for children when it comes to the matter of like gifts and that kind of stuff.
find your inner child, boy.
No, here's my no. I don't say I don't want gifts, but here's my thing. When I want something now, I just buy it. I don't think, oh, let me wait till Christmas and try and get it as a gift for my. If I want something tomorrow, I just buy it.
Yeah, but don't you enjoy somebody else getting you something?
Sure,
A
but
surprise that you
okay,
didn't
sure.
know.
But right now, if you had to get me something, it'd probably be impossible for you to get it because you'd be like, oh my God, yeah, I go to get him this, and then tomorrow you see me opening the door, taking a package, and it's the
No,
same
I
thing
know
you wanted to
exactly
get
what
me.
I'm getting you, and you have no clue. So
Okay, all right.
stay tuned.
This is
Hey.
going to be interesting. This is going to be very interesting.
Oh boy.
Yeah, like I feel like honestly, this is my first year
Stay
that I
tuned
have
for
like
the next season to find out how it went.
I know, right?
Right?
We might give updates on our social media during the Christmas. Adani needs to share his peanut punch recipe and
Nah, that's trade secret.
process.
That's a trade secret. You
It's
can
not
put
a
that out
trade
there.
secret. Adani has his special touch.
You can put that out in the
Or
streets.
he'll put some chemical X in a box and in a
Wow.
bottle for his special
Put that out in the
ingredients.
streets, dog. You don't see KFC putting the 11 herbs and spices out there for everybody. Yeah.
I'll be documenting
I'll
you
share
in
it
your
with
house.
my close friends, my closest friends. Only my closest friends.
Exactly, the Caribbean millennials.
with not the whole podcast audience, just the two.
Just us.
Yeah,
Just yeah, yeah,
let's
yeah.
not get carried away there.
The hosts.
Yeah, not the entire. Ooh.
Calm down there. Yes.
Although wasn't there somebody who said that they were doing peanut punch as well. Like they had done a peanut punch because they had listened to us on the
Yeah,
podcast.
they did.
Yeah, so I mean, this year we're going to have extra good peanut punch and cake because we're going to be indoors for most of the time enjoying it. So
You
might
have
as
to make
well.
so much more peanut punch and cake, but we'll be rolling out
Remember,
in December.
remember the 5 gallon bottles that have the handle, the plastic handle.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what we're going to do this year. That's what.
I know to like guys, the only thing I think I will miss about like I would miss at Christmas, and it's something like I've been missing for a while now. And I used to love that. Eating my ham in some Creole bread.
Ooh. Eh.
Yeah. My father used to go and get some hot, fresh. Oh, let that. All right, next topic. Because yeah,
You're getting all
you
worked
know.
up.
Yeah,
Clearly.
little hot and bothered here, thinking about some ham and some bread, Ooh. No. But I mean, in all honesty, the only thing I feel that like kind of like I wouldn't say sucks. I wish like I could kind of like be with my family for Christmas.
You are
Yeah.
with your family.
Yes,
so
I'm
then-
with my wife, my family, but I mean like my mother, my father, my brother.
Yeah, because I feel
My
like this year we
nephew.
probably would have planned to like host Christmas or have
Yeah.
people over here for Christmas or Thanksgiving or something like that.
Yeah, like last year was like mad interesting watching my nephew open Christmas gifts.
Yeah.
Like that was like a whole spectacle, in my opinion.
But I think for me, in respect to that, I feel like we had such a good Christmas last year with everybody that I feel like that can hold me over for this year.
Okay,
You
okay.
know, but
Yeah, we did have a really good time last year. So.
Yeah, man, we had a good
Yeah.
time.
Like,
Friends,
I feel like
you
the
know.
universe, like it knew that we needed that good Christmas with
Oh, yeah.
everybody. Like,
Yeah, because shit was
last
about
year.
to go down.
Yeah, because we don't know the next time the whole crew is gonna be united.
Whole crew
Yeah.
link up.
Yep. Might even be some additions.
Whoa.
What you trying to say?
Who
Danny?
who doing additions?
No, I just said one of our friends had a child, and other
Oh,
friends
yeah,
can have
yeah.
children. Like,
Other friends can have children,
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's just now friends must have to be like a family affair.
Bring
You have to have a
your
playpen. You
Then
have to have a
friends
kid
must-
section. Yeah.
And then annual Friendsmas, then you're going to end up having bouncing castle and all kind of.
Oi,
Yep.
I knew we were officially old when I saw one of our friends taking pictures for Christmas cards, like to send out to people.
Oh.
Like they think like the family. I was like, damn, that's where we at now, dog.
I
We
don't
sending
think I'll
Christmas
ever
cards?
get there. I don't think I'll ever get
Shit,
there.
boy.
I don't think so. But I could be wrong. Who knows?
Right? You don't know.
Yeah, who knows?
Maybe
Who
next
knows?
year that's you. Okay, family, gather around for the Christmas card picture.
Yeah. Okay, guys, with all our ugly like Christmas sweaters.
Oh
gather
my
around. Let's make this a good one.
Yeah. So, guys, it's been a good year, a good season.
Thank you for the support. Thank you for listening in, staying committed.
You
Shout
know.
out. We don't mean to send you guys into a deep depression in our absence. We're here for you.
You
We're
can go
only
listen to
a-
the old episodes.
We're only a social media message away.
Yeah, on Twitter.
If you come on Monday next week and you're like, where are they?
Yeah. I hope everyone has a safe Christmas.
Yes.
Safe. Enjoy your Christmas. Take that time, to rest, relax, enjoy spending time with your family, and come back strong in 2021.
Yep.
Yeah. On that note, it's been another episode of the Caribbean Millennials podcast. We are out.